Hello everyone, this is Prashanth, Minister of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Let's continue with the last lecture here. We have completed in the last lecture just IoT reference model, IoT reference model. Along with that, IoT reference architecture of reference model and state of the art to different types of architecture available in IoT modeling technology. Like that, we have completed in the last session. So this part is just considered as a first part of module 3. So let's start with the second part of module 3, that is Python. So basically, logical design using Python. So in IoT, as per our syllabus, we have two design technique: logical design of IoT, logical design of IoT, physical design of IoT. So here, the physical design of IoT, just it can deal with the main some block diagrams, some architecture diagrams, like that. We can deal with physical design of IoT. Next, logical design of IoT. So here, logical design of IoT using Python programming. So here, this is the main role of here the topic consists logical design of using logical design of IoT using Python. Here the main content of here. So here, before entering into the actual logical design of IoT, just we have to know the some Python basics, how to install the Python, what are the contents available in developed through the Python, like what are the data types, what are data structure, control flow statement, functions, string forms. So like that we have to discuss. So here, before entering the first, what is just a few points regarding what is Python, what are the main characteristics of Python, we have to know. So here, Python is a general purpose high level programming language, we already know, that is suitable for providing a solid foundation to the reader in the area of cloud computing. So here, compulsory we have to, after processing the data in any domain, we have to store in the cloud some information. So here, from that, based on that, we have to write the program to gather the information. So here the main solid foundation for reader in the in terms of area of cloud computing. So here, the main characteristics of Python. So what are the main characteristics here? It is first, multi-paradigm programming language. So it is used for multi-purpose, not single purpose here. So Python supports more than one programming paradigm, including object-oriented programming and structured programming language. So it is not only for object-oriented or not only for structured programming. It can use support for both object-oriented and structured programming languages. So here, this is the first characteristics of Python. So here, in the next one, interpreter language. So here, Python is an interpreter language. It does not require any expert complication step. So the Python interpreter executes the program source code directly without any interruption. It can execute directly, statement by statement, as a processor scripting engine does them. Okay, so this is the second characteristics of IoT, that is interpreted language. The third one, interactive language. Python provides an interactive mode in which the user can submit commands at the Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly. So this is the third characteristics of Python. The first one, multi-paradigm programming language. It means it can support for both object-oriented and structured programming languages. Next one, interpreter language. So it can execute directly program source code directly, and interactive language. It can interact with the prompt and interpreter directly. So these are the three main characteristics. Let's continue. Easy to learn, read and maintain the some formulas here. Python is a minimalistic language with relatively few keywords here. So use English keywords and has a fewer systematically constructions as a compared to other languages. Reading Python programs feels like English with pseudocode, like constructive. Python is easy to use and to at an extremely powerful language for a wide range of applications. So even though it is not for small, it is wide. It is used for wide range of applications like professional language, professionally also we may use to write the program Python. Next, object and procedure oriented characteristics. So it means it supports both procedure oriented programming, as we discussed in the last slide also. It is support for both object oriented and uh, other. So here procedure oriented and object oriented programming. Procedure oriented allows programs to return around procedures or functions that allow refuse of code. So procedure oriented, it allows programs to be written around objects that include both data and functionality. So here object and procedure oriented means what? So the procedure oriented allows programs to return around procedures or functions. So here procedures are functions, but procedure oriented it allows both data and functionality. This is one of the characteristics of Python language. Next, extendable feature. So here Python is an extendable language that allows integration to allow low-level modules written in languages such as C or C++. Even though it can very simple in one word, so it can any type of program we can execute easily within a minimizing of steps when you want to speed up critical portion of the program. So this is the one more characteristics of Python: easy to learn, read and maintain, object oriented and procedure oriented language, and extensible language. So remaining scalability, portability and binary library broad library support. Scalable means what? Due to the minimalistic nature of Python, it provides a manageable structure for large programs. So even though very wide range of programs, it can be just transformed into very small range of programs. So that is the main advantage or main feature of Python. Next, portability. So here, since Python is an interpreted language, programmers do not have worry about the complication, linking and loading of programs. Python program can be directly executed from the source load. This is the portability of one of the characteristics of IoT. Next, broad library support. Python has a broad library support and works on various platforms such as Linux, Windows and Mac, whatever the operating system are available in our system. According to that, just we may download from the internet, just we may use. So not this is not for particular Windows, either Windows 10, Windows 8, whatever we are using operating system. So according to that, just we may download from the internet source. So these are the remaining three types of characteristics of Python. So the multi-paradigm programming language, interpreter language, interactive language, easy to learn, read and maintenance language, object and procedure oriented language, extensible language, scalable, portability, broad library support. These are the main characteristics of Python language, why we are using or why we are supporting. These are the some advantage features of Python, why we are using. So very wide range of programs available in C or C++ that can be just transformed into very small range of program and execute in a simple way. That is the main feature of Python. Let's Windows, just how can we download the Python here? So in for Windows, so here for Windows it can download it from the www.python.org.get. This is for Windows. So again, version python.org ftp, it is just this, by using these two links, just we may download from the, it is open source, so open to all. So just we may download from, just you can type Python download in Google, just automatically the window will open. So for Linux, this is for Windows. So for Linux programming, so here just we may use install dependencies sudo apt dot install build essential. So just by clicking on this link, just we can install download and install the Python language in Linux, those who are using Linux operating system. So this is the just a link to download and install the Python. So here this is just to how to download and install the Python for various operating system. So let's start with so these are the main just introduction points of Python and how to download and install the Python in our personal computers. Let's start with the Python data types here. So according to the main syllabus of our Internet of Things, so here let's start with the logical design using Python. Start with the Python data types here. So everywhere just we can start with data types only. So here what is data type, what are the how many data types available in Python, what are the just simple examples, simple programs I can execute in my laptop. That screenshots also I shared in PPT. So let's see one by one. So Python data types are the classifications are categorization of data items. It represents the kind of value that tells what operations can be performed on a particular data. So that is the main function of data types. So since everything is an object in Python programming, Python data types are classes and variables are instances of these classes. The following are the standard built-in data types available in Python. So here we are having minimum 4 to 6 data types available in Python here. First type is numeric data types, sequence type of data types, Boolean data type, set, dictionary, and binary types. So in binary types again memory view, byte array and byte types are available. So this is just a general diagram of Python data types: numeric dictionary, sequence type, set, dictionary, and binary types. So just these are the broad types of data types available in Python. Let's start with what is what is Python data type. Just see example here to define the values of various data types of Python and check their data types. We you just use type of just bracket. Consider the following examples here. So here x is the different values. So here for example string, just string, just in order to denote this string, is x is equal to just a group of letters. So hello friend, this is the representation. For integer value x is equal to 50. For float value 60.5. Floating nothing but 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Point after point there is a number that is a full float number. Complex number 2 plus 3 j I3, 2 plus 4 j imaginary part included in the real part. So that is complex number. Next to list x is equal to tuple value, range value, dictionary value, set value, frozen set value, boolean function, bytes, byte array, and memory view. X is equal to none. So this is the way of initialize the values in Python. Some x is equal to some different values. X is equal to some, x is equal to some value, x is equal to some value, like that. So it is the making of x, take the data type value. So here let's start with the first type of data types here, that is numeric data types available in Python. So in numeric data types available in Python we have integers, numbers, float value 1.2, complex number 2 plus 3j. So this is the integer value, this is the float value, this is the complex number or imaginary value. So here the numeric data types in Python represents the data that has a numeric value, whatever 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever the number, that is the integer value or real number. A numeric value can be as integer or floating value or imaginary value, complex number. So these values are defined in Python as integer, Python integer, or Python float value, Python complex class in Python. Okay, so it is integers, float value, and complex number. This value is represented by int. So this is the float value, it is float, this is complex number. It is the combination of real and imaginary value. So this is the integer, float value, and complex number. So these are the numeric data types available in Python. Let's start with the example program. So here same code I will write in my laptop also. Screenshot also I share in this slide. So this is a is equal to 5. A just we can define assign the value a is equal to 5. So print of type of a. Which type of a? This is it is a type of close bracket. This is type means it can describe whether the integer value or float value or complex value. So it can decide after executing the program. So a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5.0, type C 2 plus 3. So here integer value, float value, and complex 2 plus 4j value, complex value. So the output is like it will show the type of A it is int, type of B class float value, type of C class complex value. Next one, so this is the just a real time executing program in my laptop. So these are the two screenshots which I executed in my own laptop also. So the first one a is equal to by print type of a. It is the output it will show the type of a. It is class integer value. So this is the first Windows screenshot. So this is the output I executed in IDLE. I'm using in my laptop IDLE version 3.1.10.7. So it is the first screenshot. This is the just input writing part of screenshot. This is output to screenshot which is available in my laptop. So next, second type of data types available in Python, that is sequence type. Before that, just we have discussed about integer value, single value, 1 or 2, 2.3 numbers. It can deal with sequence of numbers here. In sequence data types in Python, we have Python strings, Python list, Python tuple value. So here, string data types here. So here strings in Python's arrays are bytes representing Unicode characters. A string is a collection of one or more characters input in a single quote, double quote, or triple quotes. So here in Python there is no character data type in Python. A character is a string of length 1. It is represented by str. So how to create the string in Python? Just let's see here. So this is the just example program which I executed in my laptop. So here string 1, string 1, string 1. So welcome to the Python world, the first one. So here string with the use of single quotes. The first one, that is string 1. So I am a Python string with double quotes, single quotes, double quotes, and I am a man. I live in a world of Python. So here this is the triple quotes. So world for life, creating a multiple string. So in order to create the multiple string, just we may use this code here. So after executing the program, the output will it may come string with the use of single quotes, welcome to the Python world. String with the double quotes, I am a Python. So single quote, string with the use of triple quotes, the output is like that. So here creating a multiple string world for life. So this is just example for strings of Python. Next, list data types here. Creating a list in Python. How to create? What are the list? So list are just like arrays, combination of numbers. So it declared in other languages, which is an ordered collection of data. It is a very flexible as the items in a list do not need to be same type of data. So here to create the list in Python. So first we have to created by just placing the sequence inside of square brackets here. So here list, just we can deal with square bracket here. Initial blank list, Python world list with the use of string. Python for Python list containing multiple values, list of 0 to Python for Python. It is the multi-dimensional list. So here after executing the program, initial blank list, that is just it represent square bracket. So list with the use of string, same Python world. So here list multiple contain values, Python, multi-dimensional list, Python for Python. So within that just we may use list data type. So this is the example programming for list data type. Next, tuple data type here. So what is a tuple? Just it is a list, just like a list. Type is also known as Ordered collection of Python objects. Ordered collection of Python objects. So the only difference between the tuple and the list is that tuples are immutable. That is, tuples cannot be modified after it is created. So that is the main uh, disadvantage is not disadvantage, just it is a statement. So the tuples are not, cannot be modified after once it is created, it is unable to not modify. So it is represented by a tuple class. So creating a tuple in Python, just we may use just you can just separated by comma. So here, so this is example diagram, example programming for creating tuple. So here, tuple one, just using uh, very simple bracket. So initial empty tuple, that is tuple one. Next tuple two, use of string 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So the list one, same tuple with the use of function 0 comma 1 comma 2. After executing the program, in just it can print initial empty tuple, that is square bracket, tuple with the use of string, these two words, tuple with list 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, tuple with use of functions, just it separated by comma p y t h o Python, tuple with nested tuples. Nested means within that one group, one bracket, within that again one bracket. So here that is nested. This is nested tuple. It contains numbers, words, like that. So this is the just create initial create tuple. Next, Boolean data types available in Python. It is data types which one of the built-in values are true or false. Whether the binary means just it can deal with only two letters, either 1 or 0, or true or false, or yes or no, or on off, like that. Okay, so here true or false. So Boolean objects that are equal to truth value or false value, true or false value. However, non-Boolean objects can be evaluated in Boolean context as well and determined to be true or false. It is denoted by the class bool function. Okay, so print to type of true, print to type of false, print to type of true. So it can do it can print class, whether it is Boolean function or it is tuple value or it is class value or whatever dictionary value, whatever it can print the value, it is class Boolean function. Next is set data types available in Python. So here, to create what is set, set is an unordered collection. So here, before that, just we studied list. List is a ordered collection of data types. A set is a unordered collection of data types. Unordered collection of data types that are iterable, mutable, has no duplicate elements. The order of elements in a set of undefined through the may consist of various elements. So here, to create a set in Python, sets can be created by using built-in set of function here. Set of bracket functions with an iterable object or a sequence by placing the sequence inside the curly braces separated by a comma. So here the curly braces, it is to create the initial set. Here, to this is the code for how to create sets using different types of values. Initial blank set, Python, Python for Python. So here 1 comma 2 comma numbers, words, words, like that. So here, after executing the program, initial blank set, that is set, set with use of string, comma, separated by comma, and set with use of list, combination of these two words, set with use of mixed values 1 2 4 numbers. Python for is a words, mixed values. So here, this is how to create the set data type in Python. Next, dictionary data types in Python. So here, to create the dictionary, a dictionary is a Python unordered collection of data values used to store the values like a map. Unlike other data types that hold only a single value of as an element, a dictionary holds a key value pair. The key value is provided in the dictionary to make it is more optimized. So this is about dictionary data type in Python. Each key value pair is a dictionary separated by a colon. So here we may use one colon, whereas is key separated by a comma. So in order to create empty dictionary in Python, dictionary can be created by placing a sequence of elements with the curly braces separated by comma. So that is the just example for to creating the dictionary in Python. Just example program for to create the empty dictionary in Python. So this is the code. This is the after executing the this code, empty dictionary, just you can print to DACT, nothing but dictionary. Just you can dictionary can represent flower black bracket. So dictionary 1 Python, 2 for 3 Python. So here 1 2 3 Python for Python. So here dictionary with use of integer keys, 1 for Python, 2 for 3 for Python. So here same name Python 1 comma 1 2 3 4 dictionary with use of mixed values. So name Python 1 semicolon 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 like that 1 2 3 4. Semicolon means compulsory is the value of dictionary. So here dictionary with the use of dictionary function, a dictionary with each item as a pair, it is 1 for Python, 2 for Python. So this is the example. After executing the this code, the output will appear like this. So this is the in order to create the initial dictionary in Python. So these are the just I executed in my laptop. I also shared one screenshot in starting data types. So these are the data types available in Python. Integer data types, sequence data types, list tuples, dictionary data types we have. In order to dump the IoT devices just by using Python, or in order to develop the logical design of IoT in the IoT devices, just we may use writing the program within the Python, then dump the IoT device, then the process will remain same. So so this is the link for references which I referred for this lecture, geeks.org. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.